I need to prepare you for something, my dearly loved child. You will soon learn some important information, and when it arrives, you will be tempted to share it with those who are closest to you, possibly even your family. However, I strongly urge you to keep quiet about this information, because it is only for you, and the wisdom at this moment is in keeping it between you and me. Strength in this situation, and I will give you the patience and insight you require. You might wonder why I would want you to keep something so important to yourself and not share it with anyone else. The explanation is straightforward. There are times when quiet safeguards were just as precious as speaking too soon. Speaking too soon may interrupt what I am working on in your life. That which will be presented is a component of a more comprehensive plan that is in the process of being prepared at the moment. May speaking before the time is proper would expose anything prematurely. I need you to trust my timing. In this circumstance, it will not be easy. You may feel the weight of the end. If you are knowledgeable and want to discuss it with someone close to you, but I am requesting that you keep it to yourself for the time being, I will help you maintain your weight and give you advice on how to proceed with this information. The time will come when you will be able to speak about it, but for the time being, I am requesting that you remain silent and trust that I will disclose it when the time is right. It is appropriate to share that even your closest family members, in whom you have the most faith, will not be aware of this immediately. There are reasons that go beyond what you can see, and I ask that you completely believe me. It is not that people won't understand. It is just that this realization needs to develop within you first. Your Qui is not a burden, but a blessing. Gifted enables me to carry out my full scheme without hindrance. Allow this secret to stay sacred between us for the time being. I realize that keeping this information to oneself can make you feel alienated. But you are not alone, though I am with you in every moment. Holding back provides safety, and I will keep you safe in the revelation throughout this time. Stay close to me, and you will realize the point of it all if you think God is the one who is in control of everything. I will guide you through the emotions that may occur if you trust me with this. I will lead you wisely, and you will see why silence was necessary. Asking you to have faith in His timing, write 757, and rest in His wisdom. I understand the need to share, especially when the information is significant or life-changing, but a part of your growth season is learning to grasp the power of discernment. Some of the things that I reveal to you are not for other people to know yet. This is one of those situations when being silent will safeguard what is being worked out in the spiritual realm. You are a part of something greater, and I am asking you to completely trust me. The people around you, even the ones you love, may notice a change. It takes wisdom to know when to speak and when to remain silent. When this information is revealed to them, they might ask questions in order to gain a better understanding of what is going on in your heart, but I want you to keep your silence. Their curiosity is understandable, but your decision to keep this private demonstrates your faith and obedience. You are protecting something that is delicate, something that requires time to blossom in secret. This will also test your patience. You may want to act on this knowledge right away, but the time is not yet appropriate. There is a season for everything, and now is the time for silence. I am working behind the scenes to coordinate events and circumstances to ensure that everything goes according to plan. In order to make my concept a reality, it is your obligation to safeguard the information that I have sent to you at this moment. Keep it close at hand, and I will let you know when the time is right for action. Even if you stay silent, this does not mean that you are not taking any action. In fact, I am requesting that you take action. The more you pray, the more I will reveal to you what you need to do next. Your quiet is not passive. Rather, it is a powerful show of faith that you are placing your trust in. Pray for information, pray for direction, and pray for wisdom. This is a conscious and intentional act of silence. Me, with the certainty that I will lead you in due time. The weight of the secret may feel overwhelming at times, but just remember that I am carrying it alongside you. You are not alone in this. Your peace of mind is as important as the information that is being presented to you. I will support you in this endeavor. You will find more strength than I do as you go through this moment of stillness, and I will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed by what you already know. If you feel that God is driving you to an act of silence, write 824 and depend on His guidance as you traverse this season. I want you to know that I am here for you. The time of the revelation will become obvious as you progress, but it is now buried for a purpose. Sometimes the most powerful things develop in the shadows, out of sight and away from trying eyes. It is one of those things that reminds you that I am doing more than you know. This knowledge that you possess is a part of a greater jigsaw, and the parts are still falling into place. Moments let this information to take root silently, so that when it comes into the light it is fully matured. You may be tempted to seek validation from others, to ask them what they think or how they would manage this knowledge. But I advise you to ignore that temptation. The reassurance that you are looking for is already there. It is in my voice. You should trust what I have told you. You should realize that you do not need the approval or affirmation of anybody else. What I have said is sufficient. You should remain with me, and I will guide you through this stillness. This silence may be strong. You will be able to hear my speech clearly, which is why I am requesting that you keep this information between the two of us for the time being. However, I want you to concentrate on what I am saying without being distracted by the opinions or concerns of other people. The people around you may have good intentions, but they are unable to fully comprehend the significance of what is happening. Being revealed to you, allow your silence to serve as a space in which I can communicate with your heart on a deeper level. There will come a time when you will be able to share what you know, but that time is not now. This is a sacred trust between you and me, and by keeping this information close to you, you are allowing me to speak to your heart more deeply, allowing me to shape how it will be used in the future. Speaking too soon would risk misunderstanding, misinterpretation, and even resistance. But when the right moment comes, everything will fall into place, and you will see why the wait was necessary. I am aware that this may be difficult, especially if you are a person who is prone to resistance, someone who finds comfort in sharing with loved ones. But I'm calling you to a new level of maturity, to a deeper level of trust. Your family and friends may not understand why you are being quiet, but they don't need to. This is about you and me. It is about trusting that I know what's best, even when it requires. If you have confidence that God is asking you to trust His voice, WR 932, and announce your faith in His plan, you may experience tension at times. This tension is caused by the weight of hanging on to something that is so important without letting go of it. However, I want you to realize that this tension is a necessary part of the prayer process, is a part of the process of maturation. You are learning how to carry something precious with grace, knowing that not everything needs to be shared right away. There is a time for silence, and in this silence, you are allowing my work to unfold in its fullness. There will be times when you want to release the information, especially when you are in a situation where you feel the need to do so. Those around you sense that something is different, but I am asking you to be strong. Keep your focus on me, and I will give you the patience to carry this in silence. You are not withholding out of fear, but out of wisdom. The information will be revealed in my timing, and until then, it is safer in your heart than in. You are protecting what is sacred until it is ready to be released. Think of it like a seed that has been planted in the ground. If you dig it up too soon, it will never grow to its full potential. But if you wait, it will grow to its full potential. I understand that keeping secrets can feel like a burden, but this is not a secret of deceit or shame. This is a secret of protection. If you give it some time to develop in the hidden places, it will eventually become something powerful and life-changing. You don't have to worry about anyone trying to pull information out of you or pressuring you for details. I will give you the wisdom to navigate those conversations with grace. You don't have to lie or avoid them. Just stay firm in your beliefs. Your decision to remain silent for the time being, I am your strength, and I will assist you in maintaining the boundaries that are necessary to protect this revelation. Let your peace be assigned to others, and let them know that you are walking in my will, even if they do not understand it. There is power in waiting, and in allowing things to unfold in their own time. This piece of information is like a jigsaw piece that will ultimately fit into a larger picture. But for the time being, I am asking you to hold on to it. Trust that I am the one who gave you this revelation, and trust that I will instruct you in what to do with it. Your silence is an act of faith, and I will respect that faith by allowing you to continue to hold on to it. Teaching you the appropriate time and method to release what you know. If you think that God is preparing you to release NR at the appropriate time, write 843 and trust in His timing. As you continue to hold on to this knowledge, you may start to feel a stronger feeling of responsibility. This is because this is the only way that you can release what you know. You are carrying something significant that has the potential to shape your future. But for the time being, I need you to keep it between us so that we can nurture it in silence until the time is right. Your family may ask questions about it. The information is not just about you. It is a part of a larger plan that I am unfolding in your life. Wanting to know what is going through your mind or why you appear to be different. But I want you to have the peace of mind that keeping this to yourself is the right decision. They don't need to understand everything right now, and it's okay to keep some things close to your heart. There is wisdom in protecting what is sacred, and I will guide you through any situation that you find yourself in. Topics that come up, you can have feelings of isolation at times, particularly when you are used to discussing everything with people who are close to you, but I want you to lean into me at this time. I am your confidant, your guide, and your protector, and you can trust me with this knowledge. I am with you every step of the way, and the longer you hold on to this information, the more you will begin to see why silence was necessary. There are things happening in the spiritual realm that are causing you to be silent. You can trust that I will give you the strength to carry it alone for the time being. You are not truly alone because I am with you. When the time comes for you to speak, I will make it clear that there will be no confusion and that there will be no misunderstandings. Your silence is protecting not only the information, but also the process. By remaining silent, you are allowing things to develop without interference. My plan is unfolding in perfect alignment with your silence. You will know in your heart when the right moment arrives, and when you do speak, the impact will be profound. However, for the time being, you should have faith that silence is a part of the preparation. It is creating space for my plan to unfold in its fullness without disruption. If you believe that God is preparing you for a greater purpose, then you should have this faith. You are currently walking in silence, and through this silence, you will write 9177 and declare your trust in this process. The silence you are walking in now will lead to a greater revelation in time. What you are holding on to is a key to something big, or something that will open doors when the right moment comes. But if you release it too soon, the doors will close. Because of this, I'm requesting that you maintain your silence in order to protect what I have entrusted to you and to wait on my timing. You may feel pressure from those around you to share what you know, particularly if they have the impression that something significant is taking place. However, I want you to remain steadfast in your decision to maintain your silence and trust. I want you to know that I have a reason for asking this of you, and that you should know that your silence is an act of obedience. You are protecting something precious, and I will guide you in how to carry it with grace and wisdom. There will come a time when you will look back on this season and understand why silence was necessary. You will see how I will guide you. I am asking you to trust, without needing all the answers in this moment, because your obedience in this moment will lead to greater blessings in the future. The people around you may not understand your silence, but they do not need to, because this is a journey between you and them. The information you held on to shaped the course of events in ways that you could not have anticipated. You should have faith that I am guiding you, that I am protecting you, and that I am preparing you for something greater. The information that you possess is significant, but so is the wisdom that you are gaining through this process. Your silence is not a weakness. Rather, it is a strength. It is an asset. I am walking with you every step of the way. I will give you the courage and patience to carry this information until the right time comes. And when that time comes, you will see how I have been working all along to bring my plan to fruition. If you are willing to wait for my timing, and as an indication of your trust in me, you are willing to wait for my timing, and you understand that not everything needs to be revealed right away. This season of silence will pass, but the lessons you acquired through it will stay with you forever. But yet, you are gaining in discernment, patience, and perseverance. You trust that God is providing you the strength to remain quiet for His purpose, which is WR 931, and you affirm your confidence in His wisdom. This is a part of your growth and a part of the journey that I have laid out for you, and I am with you every step of the way, so trust in me and know that everything will be revealed in its perfect time, as this is a part of your journey. What you are learning in trust is the power of holding back and waiting for the right moment to release what has been entrusted to you. As the process progresses, you can have periods of tranquility, knowing that I am completely in charge. You are carrying something big, and the choice to remain quiet is enabling me to steer the situation without interference. The others around you might not recognize the significance of this silence, but you are standing in obedience, and I am proud of you for doing so. By withholding this knowledge, you are allowing my perfect timing to do its job, and that is precisely what is required at this moment. Your family may be wondering about you, because they are detecting something unusual about you, but this is a part of the trip, so let their curiosity continue. Unanswered for the time being, not every question is worthy of a response, and sometimes the greatest wisdom lies in withholding answers. This allows space for my work to continue without being disrupted by human hands. You are a part of a greater plan, and I am using your restraint to create room for this plan to unfold in the peace and quiet of the moment. It is as if layers are being gently pushed back, and you are understanding more clearly what is at risk. This quiet is preserving something vulnerable. I will offer you greater insights the longer you hold on to this knowledge. The longer you hang on to this information, the more I will disclose to you in spirit. As you continue to be steadfast in your decision to keep this knowledge to yourself, I will honor your patience with even more clarity and an awareness of what is to come. You may start to feel that the burden of this information becomes easier to bear over time. This is because I am providing you more information. I am lowering the load for you, assisting you in navigating the movements and thoughts that come from hanging on to something. I am giving you the grace to carry it, and what seemed heavy in the beginning will begin to feel lighter as you depend on me. You are not carrying this alone, even if you are quiet. This process of remaining silent is not only about the information itself. It is also about preparing you for what lies ahead. Your silence is training you for greater things, for larger responsibilities that will require discernment and wisdom. This is just the beginning of a deeper level of trust that you will eventually achieve. I am asking you into the more you depend on me during this time, the more you will see my hand directing every step, every choice, and every minute of waiting. If you feel that God is preparing you for something bigger via this stillness, write 75 SOAR and announce your confidence in His. I am hoping that you will accept my invitation. Proclamation. There will be times when other people may wonder why you appear to be distant, or why you are keeping certain things to yourself. Do not let this discourage you. I am guiding you into a place of inner strength, where you do not require validation from the outside world. Your silence is not about excluding other people. Rather, it is about not letting them in. Guarding what I have placed in your heart to ensure that not everyone needs to know everything you are carrying. Wisdom is found in discretion, and I am teaching you that now in the stillness, as you remain silent. I will reveal more to you. The information you are holding is only a piece of the puzzle, and as you wait, I will reveal more to you. There is a reason I haven't asked you to share it yet, and that is because timing is crucial. When the moment is right, the parts will come together in a manner that will make perfect sense. But for the time being, I will show you how it fits into the broader picture. Trust that your silence is a part of my strategy. You are learning how to protect the things that I have entrusted to you. This silence is a gift, a protective measure to ensure that nothing is exposed before its time. You are not hiding out of fear, but rather out of wisdom. There is a great deal of power in keeping what is a secret safe until it is completely ready to be revealed. Be revealed when you eventually do talk. The effect will be much stronger because you waited. There will come a moment when this silence will no longer be required. You will sense a release in your soul, a confirmation that it is time to speak. You will finally be able to speak. When that time comes, you won't have to speculate or assume anything. Everything will be crystal clear, and I will provide you with words to say. However, until then, you should have faith in the process, and have faith that I am working behind the scenes to set the stage for what is to come. Your silence is laying the groundwork for something more significant, and you might not fully comprehend why this is happening. I am requesting that you keep this to yourself. But I am aware of the wider picture. I am aware of what is ahead, and I am aware of what is required to bring everything into line. Your quiet is a part of my plan, and your obedience in this matter is building the framework for future blessings by believing me even when it does not make sense. If you have the conviction that God has used this period of silence to pave the way for future benefits, then you should write 824 and trust in His timetable as you continue to hold on to this knowledge. If you have this conviction, then you are putting yourself in a position to receive more than you can ever fathom. I want you to concentrate on the peace that comes from obedience. When you know that you are walking in alignment with my will, there is a sense of calm that settles in. You may have questions, and you may feel the tension of waiting. But deep down, you will feel the peace that comes from knowing that you are exactly where I want you to be. This peace is yours. Reassurance that I am in control of the situation. Your silence is also protecting others. Sometimes the information we carry can have ripple effects that we can't fully see by holding back. You are ensuring that no one else is drawn into something that they are not ready for. I am not only protecting you in this moment, I am also protecting others. Protecting those around you, including your family and friends, who do not need to know everything just yet, and having faith that I am working everything out for the benefit of everyone involved. The longer you remain silent, the more you will feel my presence guiding you. This season is teaching you how to be sensitive to my presence. Voice, how to recognize my leading. In the quiet moments you don't need to say it out loud, I'll be signed to know that I am with you. I'm speaking to you in the stillness, in the moments of waiting, and in the peace that fills your heart. The information you are holding will make sense in time. But for now, let my voice be enough for you to know that I am with you. I am reminding you that my timing is perfect. The urge to act quickly often comes from fear of patience, but I am asking you to wait in faith. The longer you wait, the more you will see that my way is always better. Trust that when the time comes, you will see that my way is always better. However, I am reminding you that my timing is perfect. You are learning to let go of control, to sacrifice your desire to act instantly, and to trust that I am leading every detail. This is not about what you can do. It is about what I am doing. The time has arrived to release this knowledge, and it will be precisely when it is required. There is something great occurring in your stillness. It's about what I am doing. Your obedience and holding back is making space for me to work in ways you cannot yet see. And when you finally do speak, it will be evident that this was my doing all along. If you trust that God's perfect timing is directing your silence, write 9:32. It is possible that as time passes, this knowledge will become less of a burden and more of a gift. The quietness, which was previously heavy, will begin to seem like a sacred space where you and I meet. In this calm, you will be able to hear my voice more clearly, and you will be able to rest in His wisdom. See how I am preparing you for what is to come. This is not just about the information, it is about the transformation that is taking place in your heart as you trust me. The people around you may still ask questions, sensing that you are caring about something, but you do not need to explain yourself because peace will speak louder than words. Your deeds, your composure, and your confidence in me will be the answer. They will see the fruit of your obedience in time, and they will comprehend the reason you have chosen to stay quiet. However, for the time being, let your silence be a testament of your faith. This is not only about you preserving a silence, secret. It is about you growing in wisdom. The more you trust me in this, the more you will see that wisdom is not just about knowing the right thing to do. It is about knowing the right time to act. Timing is everything in my kingdom, and I am teaching you how to move and step with my plan rather than ahead of it by staying in the present moment. Silent now, you are aligning yourself with the perfect timing of what is to come. There will be a moment when everything becomes clear, when the reason for your silence will be revealed, and when that moment comes, you will be glad that you waited. You will see how my hand was guiding every step, every decision, and you will be glad that you waited. Every second that you wait, you are not losing out on anything. By being quiet, you are putting yourself in a position to receive something more significant. Your faith in me is paving the path for what comes next. As you continue to keep this knowledge near to you, keep in mind that I am keeping you close. You are never alone in this process. I am. Because you are directing you, safeguarding you, and preparing you for what is ahead, your quiet is not a waste. Rather, it is a seed that will bring fruit in its season. Have faith in my timetable and know that all will be revealed when the time is perfect. Write 8:43 and announce your confidence in God's plan. The trip you are on is one of trust development and preparation. The knowledge you are carrying is a part of a bigger picture, and your quiet is a part of that wider image. You believe that God is using this silence to prepare you for greater things. Allowing that picture to come together in my perfect timing, you are growing in wisdom, in patience, and in your ability to hear my voice. This is not just about what you know, it is about who you are becoming through this process. You can trust that I am leading you every step of the way. There will come a day when you look back on this season and see how important it was for you to be able to hear my voice. This is not about hiding secrets. Rather, it is about allowing my plan to develop without interference, and you will see the fruit of your obedience. You will see how I safeguarded not just you, but also the people around you. You will understand why I wanted you to stay back. You will see the fruit of your obedience. When the time is right, everything will be revealed in a way that brings glory to my name. You are learning the power of stillness, the power of waiting on my timing. This is a skill that will serve you well in the future, as I continue to lead you into greater things. The more you trust me now, the more you will see that I am faithful in every season you're. This season of stillness is not in vain. It is a part of a bigger purpose that will be revealed in time. Let this season of silence be a time of profound connection with me. as you hold on to this knowledge, let it pull you closer to my heart. In the calm, while you are waiting, you will hear my voice more clearly. I will be there for you. This is a road of faith, and you are walking it wonderfully. Your quiet is a show of your confidence in me. I will lead you, comfort you, and prepare you for what is ahead. Have faith that I am working everything out for your benefit, and know that when the time comes, you will be ready to speak with wisdom and clarity. Me and I will respect that trust by leading you into bigger things, keeping your eyes on me, being faithful in the waiting, and knowing that everything is unfolding according to my perfect plan. If you believe that God is guiding you through this season of quietness and preparation, keep your eyes on me. It is possible that you may start to feel a greater feeling of responsibility as you continue to hold on to this information. If you think that God is preparing you to reveal information at the appropriate moment, write 843 and trust in His timing. 917, and announce your confidence in His wisdom. Mainly due to the fact that this information is not only about you, but it is also a part of a larger plan that I am implementing in your life. You are carrying something significant, something that has the potential to shape your future. But, for the time being, I need you to keep it between us, so that we can nurture it in silence until the time is right. The members of your family might inquire about what is going through your mind, or why you appear to be different, but I want you to know that keeping this information to yourself is the best course of action. They do not need to know everything right now, and it is acceptable to keep certain information private. It is prudent to protect what is valuable, and I will assist you in any conversations that may take place. I want you to bend on me at this time, because I am your confidant, advisor, and defender. You may trust me with this information, and you can be certain that I will give you the strength to bear it on your own for the time being. I want you to feel alone at times, especially if you are used to sharing everything with the people who are closest to you. For the time being, you are not truly alone, because I am by your side throughout the entire journey. The longer you continue to hold on to this information, the more you will comprehend why it was so important to maintain silence. There are things happening in the spiritual world that you are unable to see at this moment, but they are perfectly aligned with my plan. Your silence safeguards both the information and the information. I will make everything evident when it is time for you to speak. There will be no uncertainty or hesitation. You will know in your heart when the timing is ideal, and when you do speak, the impact will be the same as it was when you were quiet. And the process by which you allow things to blossom without intervention will be significant for the time being. But you should also keep in mind that stillness is a part of the process of preparation. It allows my strategy to develop in its entirety without being disrupted. If you believe that God is preparing you for a greater purpose during this stillness, you should write 917 and express your faith in His method. What you are holding is a key to something greater, something that will unlock doors when the time is right. However, releasing it too soon may cause the doors to not open properly, which is why I am asking you to remain quiet, protect what I have given you, and wait. The quiet that you are experiencing right now will eventually lead to a more profound realization regarding what you are holding. For the sake of my time, you might experience pressure from those around you to reveal what you know, particularly if they have a suspicion that something significant is taking place. However, I want you to be resolute in your determination to remain silent. Trust that I have a reason for asking you this, and comprehend that your silence is an act of obedience that you are demonstrating on your part. Guarding something valuable, and I will show you how to carry it with elegance and wisdom. There will come a time when you will reflect on this season and realize why silence was necessary. You will see how the information you kept to yourself influenced the course of events in ways that you could not have predicted. But for the time being, I would like to urge you to trust someone or something. Without expecting all of the answers, Your obedience in this time will result in larger benefits down the line. The people around you may not understand your quiet, but they don't have to. This is a trip between you and myself, and I will be with you every step of the way. Trust me, to guide you, protect you, and prepare you. I will tell you that your quietness is not a sign of weakness, but rather of power. It demonstrates your faith in me, your willingness to wait for my time, and your recognition that not everything needs to be disclosed right away. For something more significant, the knowledge you possess is important, but so is the wisdom you learn from this process. Grant you the fortitude and patience to keep this knowledge until the appropriate moment arrives, and when that moment arrives, you'll realize how hard I've worked all along to make my idea a reality. If you feel God is giving you the fortitude to keep quiet, for His purposes, write 931 and express your trust in His wisdom. This period of stillness will pass, but the lessons you learn will stay with you for the rest of your life. You are developing judgment, patience, and trust. You are learning the significance of holding back and waiting for the appropriate time to release what has been given to you. This is a part of your development and a part of the path that I have planned for you, and I am by your side guiding you. You are carrying something important, and your choice to remain quiet allows me to manage the matter without interruption. You should believe in me at every step of the way, and you should have faith that everything will be disclosed at the appropriate time. As this process moves forward, you may experience periods of calm, knowing that I am in complete control. It is possible that those around you do not comprehend the significance of this stillness. However, you are standing in obedience, and I am proud of you. By withholding this information, you are enabling my perfect timing to perform its job, which is exactly what is required at this moment. Your relatives may be curious and sense something strange about you. But this is all a part of the process to allow their curiosity to remain unanswered for the time being. Not every inquiry deserves an answer. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from withholding answers, allowing my task to proceed without human intervention. You are a part of a larger plan, and I am using your constraint to make way for me to accomplish my goal. For it to emerge completely in the stillness and the silence, I will provide you with deeper insights. The longer you hold on to this knowledge, the more I will disclose to you in spirit. It is as if layers are being gently peeled back, with the intention of revealing more clearly what is at stake. This stillness protects something that is fragile, yet strong, as you continue to keep this. I will reward your patience with even more clarity and awareness of what is to come, my sweet soul. But today the angels have a deep message for you. Perhaps you have questioned why this person came into your life in such an unexpected and powerful way. I will reward your patience with even more clarity and knowledge of what is to come. Well, now is the time to find out. This angel message will reveal the shocking reason why God placed you in their path, and you will understand that nothing happened by mistake, and that every action, interaction, and experience had a divine purpose, which is why you are here. You are going to learn to prepare your heart for what is about to happen next, which will substantially affect your view of this one-of-a-kind bond, dear soul. The angels want you to know that there are no coincidences when it comes to encounters that significantly influence our lives, and that when two souls come into contact with one another, it is not an accident. Profoundly as yours and this person's there is a divine plan at work. Nothing happens by coincidence, and God's plan for both of you is much larger than you can comprehend. You were put in this person's path for a stunning purpose, and the angels will tell you everything. Today, you may have thought that your life is going to be a complete and utter disaster. This experience is not a mistake. God placed you in this person's life to complete a greater goal, which the two of you are still working out as a result of what seemed to be a simple occurrence. The contact was abrupt and unexpected, yet it was filled with a deep and unexplainable connection. Every smile, every exchange of glances, and every word you spoke was a part of a divine plan to bring two souls who were destined to have a deep effect on each other closer together before moving on with their lives. Therefore, a chance meeting was actually painstakingly orchestrated by the universe. I claim that the message that was posted in the comments is now continuing the message that this person has been going through personal and spiritual development, sometimes without their knowledge, and that your presence has been a catalyst for this enlightenment. The angels want you to know that your energy has had an impact on this individual. What was seeded between you continues to bloom, and you have brought light to previously dormant regions of this person's soul. They are now appreciating the value of your presence in their lives, and you have a big impact on them, even during times of stillness, when it seems that you have drifted away. The angels are communicating to the person that, despite their prior reluctance, confusion, or fear, they are now experiencing a moment of clarity. They are beginning to understand that you did not enter their life by chance, but rather because God sent you on your journey. With the intention of assisting them in confronting their own fears and concerns, the love and support that you supplied often came without any expectation of receiving anything in return. You moved this person to the point where they could no longer ignore the change that it created, and you were chosen to accomplish them. Someone who is going through a period of uncertainty to be the light in the middle of emotional darkness. Maybe they have withdrawn because they are unwilling to recognize how much you mean to them. But the angels remind you that your impact on their life has been enormous through every action you have made, regardless of the circumstances. The angels whisper that this person is awakening, and now more than ever before, they are beginning to comprehend the depth of what you two had, which is the reason God sent you in their lives. How simple it seems to open internal doors that they had no clue were closed. Approach is simple, but potent. You were sent to assist them in recognizing the significance of their own feelings, addressing the worries that they had repressed for such a long time, and most importantly, rediscovering what it is to love and be loved totally. Your journey has not been one that has been easy. There have been moments when you have been filled with uncertainty, bewilderment, and even agony. Yet each adversity has helped to deepen your spiritual connection. The angels want you to know that this person is beginning to see through the barriers that they constructed to shield them. Themselves, they understand that you are a part of something much greater, something that goes beyond human borders and reaches the divine. This revelation may surprise people because it requires vulnerability. It encourages individuals to let go of old beliefs, concerns, and negative thoughts. There have been patterns of behavior that have prevented them from completely giving in to their feelings, but the angels are by their side, assisting them through each step, and they are also by your side, allowing you to have faith that everything is happening according to plan. Now is the time to believe in this. The angels implore you to keep your heart open and receptive, because this individual is going to take a step toward you, a move that will revolutionize everything you know up to this point. Perhaps they have already attempted to withdraw themselves, thinking that it would be better, but the angels warn you that your connection is stronger than any other. The effort to establish your connection was created in the highest realms, which are places where souls meet before coming to earth. You chose each other even before you incarnated, knowing that you would need each other to grow and progress. It may be difficult to accept at times, especially when the obstacles seem to be obstacles. The one who dominates your thoughts is involved in an internal struggle. They want to get closer and reconnect with you, but they are also anxious about maintaining their distance from you. The angels advise you that you have the strength to continue on your road, despite the fact that it seems impassable. About the repercussions that people are frightened of being vulnerable, as well as the changes that this connection may bring into their life, the angels are seeking to alleviate these concerns by eliminating the impediments that prevent them from appreciating the significance of the relationship. The reality is that you were placed in their path for a holy cause, which includes the opportunity for both of you to experience something that is one of a kind and priceless. This is the union of two souls who are eager to help each other develop, heal, and shine together. The message that the angel is sending you today is that you were put in their path for a holy reason. Clear, be firm, and continue to have faith in the divine process. Everything that you have been through has brought you to this point. The reunion is on the horizon, and when it takes place, it will mark the beginning of a new period in which love and truth will prevail. Triumph, my soul. Now that the angels have begun to reveal the divine purpose that drew you together with this person, it is important to comprehend the depth of this bond. What you are going through together is much more than simply a regular. It is a gathering of souls that are led by higher energies that go beyond the physical plane and into the highest spiritual dimensions. God placed you on the path of this person not only to educate them, but also to help you progress on your own journey before we go. Relationships are a gathering of souls. Leave a comment with the number 1111 to claim it, and we will go on. You could be wondering why I care about this individual. And the angels want you to know that on the spiritual world, nothing is more important than the spiritual world. You are the key that unlocks their latent potential, and at the same time, they serve as a mirror reflecting elements of yourself that may need to be recognized and healed. It is not an accident that you were selected for this job. There is a clear purpose for your selection. Or transformed souls that come into contact with one another in such a powerful and intense way often have important things to give one another. The problems that arise are not obstacles to separation, but rather opportunities for spiritual development when God placed you in this situation. This someone, with their fears and worries, is going through an internal transition process. The angels reveal that they have been addressing their own shadows aspects. He knew that you both had a lot to gain and offer each other both emotionally and spiritually. He knew that you both had a lot to give each other. You are the light that shines through these shadows, the beacon that guides them, and you are the aspect of themselves that they have always tried to hide or ignore. Perhaps to the outside world, they seem to have everything under control, but on the inside, they are always struggling with their feelings and doubts. Through the deep darkness that they have experienced. But here's a secret. This voyage is also reshaping you. What originally seemed to be a challenging relationship is really a call to explore inside yourself in order to recognize your power, spiritual strength, and ability to love. In a way that goes beyond ego and prior trauma, the angels whisper that this person was placed in your path to aid you in releasing feelings and behaviors that you may not have even been aware existed. How often have you called into question if you were heading in the right direction? The reality, dear soul, is that this connection was supposed to break these patterns. God placed you on this person's path so that both of you might experience love. How many nights have you spent alone with your thoughts? And how many times have you felt as if you were locked in a never-ending loop of old habits? In a way that is beyond the comprehension of earthly beings, a love that goes against the grain and calls for ongoing development. It is not the kind of love that you can find around every corner, and the angels want you to understand that this love is holy, and that the process that you are going through is a part of something much larger than what you are experiencing right now. Beginning to totally disclose itself, this individual is starting to comprehend, understand the depth of your connection. What was previously a superficial attraction, a passing interest, is now becoming something they can't ignore. They are starting to realize that you were more than just another person. When you came into contact with them, you were meant to have an impact on their life in ways that they could never have imagined. However, the angels want you to know that the trip will not always be easy, since this person is still battling with their own personal issues. Obviously, there is a true fear of completely opening up and giving in to something that is so powerful and strange. But you should be aware that every time they think of you, the fear fades, and love is triumphing over it. It is possible that you are unaware of the fact that your patience, understanding, and silent support are contributing to the healing of this person. Even when you are not in direct contact with them, the energy that you produce is being detected by others. The angels want you to keep this light shining, since it is through it that they want to heal. They will eventually come back to themselves, and ultimately to you. The path to spiritual awakening is a process, and the angels ask that you have faith in the divine timing of things. Things may not always occur at the pace that you anticipate, but they always do. Happen when we are ready for them. This person is about to take a huge step in their life, and your presence has been crucial in this process. You are a daily reminder that they can love and be loved in a way that they have never experienced before. Without any masks or anxieties, the angels say that this person misses you much more profoundly than they confess. Perhaps they haven't showed it because they are frightened or proud, but the reality of the matter is that your absence has created a void that no one else can fill. This void, however, is not a reason to be proud of yourself. This person may have sought to move on with their life and build other connections, but the angels tell them that no one else can make them feel the way you do, since what you have transcends all other relationships. This circumstance is not a punishment, but rather an opportunity for them to recognize how important you are in their lives. Physical attraction or worldly compatibility. It is divine, something that was arranged in the heavens before you ever met in this life. As each day goes by, this person gets closer and closer to the truth, and they are beginning to question themselves and wonder what is truly going on in their lives. Because the angels direct their thoughts and dreams, and you are always on their minds. This may come as a surprise to them, because they have previously sought to dismiss warning indicators. However, the more they try to flee, the more the appeal intensifies, and the more they cry out for help. From deep within their spirit that shouts, "You cannot escape this reality. You were put in their path to be the awakening," the start of a trip they never anticipated taking, but that is now unavoidable, and like them, you are being invited to put your confidence in the divine, to submit to the process with an open heart. Knowing that everything is working out as it should, even in times of uncertainty, the angels advised you to be steadfast in your faith. They are working feverishly behind the scenes to move the pieces on the board, so that you may finally attain the harmony you so desperately want to accomplish with your life. The only thing you need to do right now, dear soul, is to keep shining and being the light that you have always been. What is coming is huge, and the angels encourage you to be ready. The reunion is inescapable, but it will only take place when both of you are ready to see one another, not only with physical eyes, but also with spiritual eyes. However, this journey is just as much of a spiritual experience as it is an emotional one, and God chose you to play a significant role in the life of this person. Dear soul, now that you have an understanding of why God put you on this person's path, we need to know how this journey will go, and the angels are offering you with some information. A path of transformation in which both of you have the potential to evolve, heal deep traumas, and eventually experience love in the most genuine way possible. But before continuing with the message, both of you must be prepared to face their darkness and embrace the healing process. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so right now. This will enable us to continue producing information that is helpful to you, and will also allow us to continue conveying the message that this person is going through a time of serious introspection. Angels often disappear from their presence. The angels want you to be emotionally vulnerable because they are terrified of how they feel. The profound compassion they have for you bothers them, and they worry whether they are equipped to deal with something so strong. This is something that requires total surrender and vulnerability. However, the angels want you to be emotionally vulnerable. Aware of the fact that your terror is progressively receding, They are coming to the realization that they can no longer ignore this feeling that you have brought to the surface emotions, that this person was unaware they had your presence imposed upon them. Them to confront portions of themselves that they had previously ignored, regions of their life that were dominated by fear and uncertainty, even if it was silent. The love that you supplied may disclose the depths of their soul. The angels signal that this person is starting to recognize that in the future, they will be able to acknowledge and accept themselves. The process of acceptance is a slow one, but the angels remind us that it is happening every day. Every day takes us closer to a major insight that this person is becoming. In order for them to go forward, they need to address their feelings head-on. Spiritually instructed to be aware that their emotions for you are not to be ignored or repressed. It is a love that goes beyond the physical realm, reaching the soul and deeply altering it, and they are beginning to embrace it, dear soul, the way that they are. Angels are pleading with you to keep your faith strong at this difficult time. The process of healing is seldom straightforward, and it often forces us to face elements of ourselves that we would like to keep hidden. However, it is important to bear in mind that you are being guided by the angels. Divine, your presence in this person's life is more than simply a passing occurrence. You provide them the spiritual support they need to go through this period of transition. You are going through the same transitional information that they are. The angels want you to understand how this connection is assisting you in developing as a person. You may have felt that you were giving too much without receiving enough in return, or you may have questioned whether you should continue to be involved in this connection. The angels recommend that you have faith in the process that you are creating, and that you learn to strike a balance between giving and receiving love. Thankfully, this developmental period is essential for the subsequent stage. The angels have informed us that this person is ready to open up in a way that has never been seen before. They are beginning to wonder what would happen if I gave my emotions a chance, and if I stopped fighting against them. Against it, these questions, despite the fact that they are not being spoken, are gaining momentum in their minds. The more they think about it, the more clear it becomes that they can't continue to ignore their feelings for you. The fear of being hurt continues to exist, but angels are making an effort to relieve it by constructing situations and moving energy in order to demonstrate that pure love is a healing force rather than a threat. You are the healer of their emotional wounds, and they are beginning to recognize this, despite the fact that they are trying to avoid it. This person feels your energy powerfully, even when you are not in contact with them. They sense your presence. They may not understand why, but something inside them tugs them in your direction. The angels are proving that they are drawn to you. Attempt to explore other avenues. The universe always brings them back to you. This bond cannot be easily destroyed, since it was created in the stars long before you met on our planet. It is more crucial than ever to have trust in God's plan. The angels urge that you continue to be a beacon of light for this purpose, while still maintaining your focus on your own personal development. Individual. They are getting close to a turning point in their lives when they will have to make difficult choices, and you will be there to support them spiritually or as the person with whom they want to create a future. However, you must also be prepared for what lies ahead. Angels whisper that the revelation will be revealed to you. This person is going to make a decision that will change everything. They are ready to open their hearts and let go of the anxieties that have been holding them back for such a long time. When this happens, it will be a defining moment not just for them, but also for you. It will signal the beginning of a new chapter in your life. A new era has begun, and the angels advise you to maintain your composure, nurture your spirit, and have faith that everything is going according to plan. Your reunion is being prepared, but it will be more than just a physical reunion. It will be a union of souls. Anything significant in which both parties will be able to view each other completely free of fear and ego, this person is going to make a choice. and the angels want you to realize that genuine love always finds a way to communicate with you, and they know in their hearts that you are the one they believe in, are unlike anything they have ever experienced, and despite the fact that they may have tried to reject it, they are now coming to the realization that the love they have for you is worth conquering any danger. Dear soul, the angels urge you to continue to shine and to not give up on your path of love and light. What is it that you are doing? It is wonderful, and you will need all of your spiritual strength to embrace the changes that are coming. The love that you share is rare and important, and God placed you in the path of this person so that the two of you might discover what it means to love without fear or hesitation. Obstacles. Now the question that the angel is asking is, are you ready for this revelation? Are you prepared to see this person expose their heart in a way that you have never seen before? The angels are directing every step of this process, and when the time comes, it will be like a door opening into a new world, a world where your love is the only thing that matters. You are the missing piece to their jigsaw puzzle, and they are yours. You have the potential to build something amazing together, and this is the reason why God put you in this person's path. May you finally bloom without fear or hesitation. This is the astounding reason that beyond both of your expectations, dear soul, as this individual continues to undergo transformation, the angels want you to understand one fundamental truth. Love is the driving force behind the universe, and when two souls connect as deeply as they do, nothing can stop the universe from moving forward. God placed you in this person's path because you were both called to this. What at first seemed to be uncertainty or hesitation is really a part of an alignment process in which energies must find balance in order for love to flourish. God put you in this person's path because you were both called to this. On the one hand, there is a longing to totally bow to their affections for you, and on the other hand, they recognize in their hearts that your connection is one of a kind. The angels inform that this person is currently engaged in an internal conflict over their relationship with you. On the other hand, there is the fear of the unknown, the anxiety of getting harmed, or the worry of not being able to match your expectations. This conflict has dominated their thoughts, but the angels are working hard to assist them build bravery. You could be wondering why they aren't having more courage. The angels whisper that their fear is the result of earlier traumas and emotional scars that have not yet healed. But here is the truth. You were placed in their path to assist them. In other words, they merely submit. Why is there so much fear? God knew that your love would be able to restore their broken pieces, just as it may cure portions of yourself that you may have forgotten or buried. The angels want you to realize that emotional healing is not something that happens quickly. Rather, it is a long process that takes time, and each person may experience it in their own unique way. Tiny Step is a success at the present moment. This individual is learning to trust again. They are beginning to see that what you share is not something that can be shared by both of you, but rather a divine opportunity for both of you to experience love in its purest form. This individual has spent sleepless nights contemplating their feelings. Angels suggest that they have a spark of hope inside them, which is kindled by the thought that you are extraordinary, and they endeavor to find out what it is that they are trying to do for you, even if they do not express it openly. Their brains are fascinated with this bond. Why they feel so passionately, why your presence or memory is so powerful, and the answer is becoming clearer to them that you are a part of the divine plan for their lives. What may surprise them now is the knowledge that regardless of how much they try, they will never be able to change the fact that they are a part of the divine plan. If you have sought to explore other paths, God has always led them back to you. Greater forces are at work in this link, bringing everything into balance so that you might eventually meet in a place of peace, love, and harmony. However, the angels are pleading with you to not seek these other paths. Have patience with this person, because they are still getting used to the idea that what you share is beyond anything they have ever experienced. They are struggling with their own limitations, trying to find a way to reconcile the desire to get closer with the fear of becoming lost in this wonderful love. However, the angels assure you that they will eventually find a way to reconcile these two feelings. The angels are demonstrating that this experience is helping you develop your trust, putting more confidence in your intuition, and discovering the power of your love. Perhaps you have questioned yourself in the past. Love will triumph over fear as they go through the process of self-discovery. You are also being transformed. You may have wondered at times if you were heading in the right direction or whether you should continue to wait, but the angels will persuade you that you are exactly where you should be. Every moment of uncertainty and every question that remains unanswered is a part of the healing process. Spiritual awakening that is taking place in both of you, often the deepest growth happens in stillness, when it appears that nothing is moving, but the angels are working tirelessly to produce the best conditions for this love to blossom at the appropriate moment. This love is developing. Individual is gradually overcoming the fears that have been holding them back. They are beginning to see beyond the confines that their mind has imposed, and their emotions are emerging to the surface with greater clarity. The angels tell them that they are missing you in ways that they have never experienced before. In the past, rather than driving them away, the distance has merely brought to light how important you are in their life. Dear soul angels are preparing you for the reunion. This reunion will be both physical and emotional. Spiritually speaking, this will be the moment when both parties are prepared to perceive one another in an open and genuine manner, without any masks or obstructions. This preparatory process involves healing, reflection, and most importantly, patience. The angels urge that you continue to nurture your soul with love. With gratitude, you are on the right path, and everything that is happening right now is a part of a larger plan in which true love will triumph, even when doubt enters your heart. Realize that you are not alone on this road, and that angels are leading you along your journey. Maintaining your light and soothing any fears or doubts. This person is on the cusp of a deep discovery. They will no longer be able to deny their love for you. God has spoken to their hearts, indicating that the path to true happiness is via this. Keeping your light and calming any fears or uncertainties. So when they finally accept this, it will be like a door opening, allowing your love to flow freely. The angels are encouraging you to be ready for love to come your way, but this love will need you to have the courage to accept it. Both sides will need to let go of their anxieties, previous hurts, and uncertainty about the future. But you should be assured that you have the strength to deal with any difficulty that may arise. This is the remarkable reason why God put you in their path, so that you may learn from their experiences. The angels want you to be ready to welcome this person with an open heart, compassion, and understanding as they are about to take the next step in their journey. They want you to develop together, heal together, and eventually experience real love. Dear soul, as the angels continue to guide you on your journey, they reveal that the road you are traveling together is replete with important spiritual lessons. God put you on this person's path so that the two of you might learn the true meaning of love, submission, and selflessness with each other. The angels are hinting that this person is going to go through a big internal transition. They can no longer deny their emotions for you, and with each passing day, they are unable to reject their affections for you. Trust is necessary for this to blossom, and both sides must be willing to let go of the past and make room for a new beginning. The day that their spirit connects with the truth that they are destined to accept, despite the fact that fear has been their constant companion for a considerable amount of time, the light of love is beginning to shine brighter, eradicating any resistance that they may still have. You, dear soul, had an important role in this. You had a significant role in this development, and your presence served as the push for this interior shift. Perhaps you experienced feelings of exhaustion and unease, and you questioned whether or not all of the effort was worth it. However, the angels assure you that all of your love, patience, and perseverance will be rewarded. You have planted the seeds of healing and transformation in this person's heart, and they are beginning to sprout. You are both learning an important spiritual lesson. Genuine love demands honesty rather than perfection. When God drew your paths together, He did it in a way that was not superficial. Thank you for your understanding. This path has been challenging, but it has also resulted in growth, maturity, and a deeper understanding of what it is to love. The angels express that even without knowing it, this person has been a part of this journey. They are here to help you uncover the most authentic aspects of yourself. Deeply moved by the love that you have given them, they have begun to change from the inside out, even when they seem to be distant. The reality is that every action you took and every word of encouragement you said worked to reduce the barriers that they had constructed around themselves. These hurdles are now being overcome. With each reflection they see, the angels reveal that they have spent a significant amount of time contemplating life, what is really important, and the future they intend to build. This person is ready to take a decisive move, and the angels are disintegrating one by one. Despite the fact that they may have made an effort to deny it at times, it is undeniably evident that their love for you is real and deep, and it cannot be denied or avoided. However, the angels implore you to acknowledge that you are an integral part of that future. Continue to be patient, since the process of internal transformation is difficult. This person is still getting used to the idea of totally opening up, letting go of fear, and embracing what you can create together. This is a crucial stage, and the angels are guiding them through it, aiding them in finding the strength they need to go with their journey. But here's the thing, you're also being pushed to change. The angels want you to see how this connection ship is also benefiting your development. Perhaps you've noticed that as you've progressed through the process. You have made progress on this road, and as a result, you have become more self-aware. You have also grown to trust more in your own power and light, which is significant because, when you finally reunite, you will be two whole souls who are prepared to assist and elevate one another. Dear soul, the angels have revealed that this person is being prompted to settle previous problems. There may be difficulties, feelings, or relationships that they need to clear before they can open up to anything new with you. The angels are working behind the scenes to aid them. Let go of what no longer suits their purpose. They are getting ready to be with you in a more comprehensive and genuine way. The angels are encouraging you to keep your faith and make it stronger than it has ever been. The energies are flowing, and the cosmos is creating the basis for something major to take place. What you are going to see is this person, dear soul, is about to undergo a complete transformation in which all that was previously hidden will at long last be exposed. This is the moment when the truths will be revealed, and the love that you both have will be able to flourish without any obstructions. On the cusp of making a huge revelation, they are going to open up in ways that they have never done before, and it will be as if a new chapter starts. The angels implore you to be ready to accept this openness with love and compassion, because what comes after it will be powerful and profound. This journey has been a long one, and you may have had feelings of isolation at times, but the angels have always been by your side, guiding every step, keeping your light alive, and paving the path for this reunion. And now the harvest is here. Getting closer to the love that you got married to is going to blossom, but the angels warn you that this new phase will need courage. True love is always confronting the ego, and in order to get there, you will need to let go of prior hurts, anxieties, and doubts. Construct something that is based on trust, respect, and mutual surrender. Nevertheless, the angels remind you that you are powerful enough to overcome any challenge. This person, just like you, was sent on this journey to learn about the transformative power of love. and now you are both being encouraged to experience this life. Truth completely, without any fear or uncertainty. The reunion is drawing near, and when it does take place, it will be a time of profound healing for both of you, dear soul. The angels beg you to continue to trust, to keep your heart open, and to be attentive to what is to come. You were placed on this person's path by God for a holy cause, and now everything will finally make sense. The love that you will share will transcend time and space, just as it was designed to do long before your souls met on earth. Angels ask, are you ready? Prepared for what is to come, are you ready to truly embrace this love? The angels are with you, ready to guide you through this new chapter of your journey, dear soul. We have arrived at the pinnacle of this angel communication, and you have already realized that this was the moment you were meant to be here. There is no coincidence that God has placed you on this individual's path for a divine purpose, one that goes beyond human limitations and leads to genuine spiritual enlightenment. At this moment, the angels are presenting the next step, the last unfolding that will compel these two to come together. Souls, this person is getting closer and closer to a significant revelation. They are no longer able to disguise their affections for you. Their uncertainties and worries have converted into perfect assurance. The angels are getting ready to open their hearts entirely. This has been a sensitive situation, due to the fact that it involves repairing previous wounds, addressing inner worries, and ultimately allowing love to flow freely. The process that they are going through is one that you are also going through, albeit in a different way. You, my sweetheart, are also going through this. The love that you feel for this person is not ordinary love. Rather, it is a link of souls carrying out a divine destiny. Being prepared for this whole journey has been a lesson in patience, trust in the supernatural, and most significantly, self-knowledge. This person is about to make a move towards you that will usher in a new era in your relationship. When this happens, it is as if the angels are indicating that you are about to go through a huge and positive transition in your love life. In addition, the angels are indicating that you are going to go through this metamorphosis together. The angels want you to know that just as you were placed in their path to bring healing, they were placed in yours to teach you to trust, submit, and allow love do its work. This collaboration is a gift from heaven. If a new life starts, one that is centered on love, healing, and spiritual oneness, the angels want you to know that. The next step will be a turning point. The person you love will finally grasp the purpose for your being in life, which is something that very few people have the opportunity to experience in their lives. You were chosen because together you have the ability to develop something better, something that transcends both of you. When they divulge this knowledge, they will realize that despite the ups and downs, the time away, and the uncertainties, you have been the constant in their lives. You were the light that brought them back to the path of love, healing, and transformation. When they do this, everything between you will be different. The angels are trying to tell you that you are ready to begin a new phase, one in which pure love may blossom without the limits that were previously in place. However, they are pleading with you to keep your heart open and to be ready to accept this person with compassion and understanding. Because despite the fact that the trips happen, the angels are telling you that you are ready to begin this new phase. There has been a lot of difficulty up to this point, but what is ahead is far more significant. The power of love will transform this person. You and this person had an ancient soul connection that existed long before you met in this life. The angels reveal that you chose one other before incarnating, knowing that you would be together. This moment is going to be realized. This reunion will be distinguished by a profound exchange of feelings in which both you and them will be able to convey all that you have held in your hearts. The angels are building the groundwork for this reunion to take place, that you would ultimately meet in order to accomplish a bigger aim. As you provide the basis for this conversation to be a source of healing and rebirth, You will be able to leave all of your scars and doubts behind you and establish something far stronger that is founded on love, trust, and mutual understanding. Dear soul, the angels encourage you to remain strong in your faith. When this happens, it will be as if time has shifted in your favor, and everything that you have lost will be restored. The angels tell you now more about what is to come, and it is magnificent. The energies that surround both of you are aligning, creating an environment in which love can flourish without the constraints of the past. Than ever, that everything you've gone through has been leading up to this point. You are going to receive the benefits of the love you have so owned, and the world is presenting you with the chance to live this love fully and authentically. They also urge that you continue to care for yourself, nurture your spirit, and prepare to welcome this. This person, like you, is going to make a leap of faith. They are coming to the realization that you are the love they have always needed, but had previously been unable to recognize properly due to fear or circumstances. This new chapter in your life is going to be filled with gratitude and joy. Yet, this love is now visible, and the angels are guiding their thoughts and feelings in order to make it possible for them to have this realization. You are making everything more evident that the love that you give is holy, and they are now prepared to feel it. Completely, my soul, the angels implore you to be ready to embrace this new reality. Amount of time. With open arms. This is the unexpected reason why God put you in their path, so that there is a possibility that the two of you may experience the transformative power of true love. What is to come will be quite different. Whatever you have ever encountered since you are now ready, you are in a position to create something new. Anything that is not bound by time or space, something that is predestined from the beginning of time. If you begin, the angels will inform you that when you finally get back together, your love will be such, to the point when everything around you will seem to be aligned to assist you on your path, powerful and authentic. The universe is conspiring in your favor, since this get-together is for a purpose that extends beyond the two of you doing it together. Things pertaining to the divine purpose, the angels have informed you that something is legitimate. Love is a rare occurrence, and when it does take place, it ought to be received with gratitude and enthusiasm. Love is a blessing from God, and you are fortunate to be a part of it. Respect God has blessed this love. What is required of you both at this moment is to have faith in the process, to open your hearts, and to enable. To truly experience this love, dear soul, how do you feel about it now that you have reached this point? You have finished your journey through the revelations, and the time for the reunion is drawing near. The angels will be there to guide and defend you for the whole of the voyage, and now is the time to make preparations for it. Anything of great significance that will bring about a transformation in both your life and the life of this person. Eternally, if you feel that this message resonates with you and your situation, please leave a comment in the comments. I have faith in the transformative potential of genuine affection. I would appreciate it if you could share your experiences in. If you like this video, please leave a comment and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Further motivational content. We appreciate you watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Amen.